Hey, so I played and finished Dragon's Dogma, although because I was trying to finish it, getting the true ending, I didn't properly kill the last boss. I'm not gonna spoil anything, so I'll just leave it at that. But I wasn't aware that if you play it normally, then you notice something, then you can still get the true ending. Yeah, I didn't know that. So I'm gonna wait a bit until they optimize the game a bit more, and then I'll play through the game again and go and kill the final boss. But other than that, I did start my new game plus, did the elven thing that it can be completely missed apparently. So I just went ahead and did that. Got the language, all that Shazam stuff, and the Sphinx quest. I didn't do that as well, and yeah, that's about it. So until they optimize the game, then I'll go and kill the final boss. Then I'll be done with the game. However, apparently there is drama, I guess. I mean, I'm way late on this video, but still. I guess people are defending the game. People are defending it because Dragon Dogma is so good. There's just little issues here and there. I'm not sure what I'll be honest. I'm not sure what the drama is about, but I'll just give a general summary on, I guess, what's happening. Oh yeah, so Capcom released as a publisher, not developer, I think. I'm not sure who the developer is. But anyway, they released the game, and it's a single-player game. There's not even co-op. It's a normal open-world game. You do your stuff, you do the main quest, there's side stuff, and then you finish the game, and that's it. Then there's New Game Plus. You have more, you get a new class. You just do the same thing over again, I guess, just with your stats and stuff, the usual. However, where does the issue lie? Well, when you create your save, I guess they fixed it now from looking at the patch notes, but initially when the game launched, when you create your game, you can only have one save file, and that's it. If you want to actually, and I think it was linked to your account, so you can't actually make a new thing. You're basically stuck with your avatar that you made, and stuck with your choices and all of that. And that was one big red flag. Why? If it was just it, if it was just that, it would have been just a small issue, and they would have patched it, and they did. I think I didn't really go through it, but it seems like they did, and you can have a new save file, but I think you still can't have multiple save files, which is weird. Again, what the fuck? But here's where the compounding negative effect is coming to the game. Let's say, so remember, single player game. You made your character, you started the game, and you're like, you know what? I want to edit my character again. I'm not really, I think I made the mistakes here and there, and I want to change it up. Yada yada. You can initially spend around an hour, 2, 3, or more, depending on how you're playing the game and how you're getting the specific currency thing in the game. To get enough of that currency to go to a specific NPC, and then spend that amount to modify, completely modify your character. I mean, generally speaking, that's fine. I mean, why? But lore, whatever, they can. If it was just that, then weird and kind of useless, but it is what it is, I guess. But here's where the issue is. So you can spend all that time to get the thing to modify your character, or you could pay $2 or $3, or I'm not sure what the amount is, but basically buy a microtransaction that's on the Steam store page. I'm not sure where it is on other platforms, to get a thing to modify your character immediately, like right then and there. So yeah, I'm assuming you see where the issue is. Why does someone can get the benefit of changing their character whenever they want if they pay, but the other person who doesn't want to pay have to spend 2, 3, 4, 5 hours playing the game until they can, and then repeat? Yeah, that's the issue. Who's to blame? Capcom. That's it. There's another DLC / microtransaction thing where fast travel. So despite what you might be hearing, there is fast travel in the game. However, it's done in a way where I think there's like 3, maybe 4, I'm not sure on the number, in the whole open world game, where there's like a big stone thing, and there is a resource, like a little pebble thing, that once consumed, it'll allow you to, wherever you are in the map, go to that stone. Now, and there is like a different, so like there's the big stone that's static, that's on the map, you cannot change its location, and there's like little stones that you get throughout the game that you can place wherever you want in the open world and spend a pebble to go to that stone thing, small stone thing, to travel to. So it'll take some time to get these small pebbles, an hour in the game, maybe 2, to get your first one, and then you start racking them up, and as you progress through the game, it becomes more easier. However, even in the beginning of the game, if somebody wants to travel, like after they discovered the stone thing, right then and there, and fast travel however many times they want, they can go to buy that pebble thing that allows you to fast travel. So, example, one person is playing the game normally, the other one is the whale, let's say, or not even a whale, just like a guy that wants to spend money. So he spends, I don't know, like let's say $20 to buy a bunch of pebbles, fast travel pebbles. And he can, like, basically, let's say, do quests very fast because he's like fast traveling to where he wants to go. And the other guy is very conservative about how he's spending his pebbles, and he's taking a much longer time finishing his quests or killing whatever, etc., etc. So basically, what people are thinking as a normal person is, why, like, I'll embody this person. Why is there such a system that delays my progress, where if I instead pay for it, that delay is gone? So what I'm thinking is, most likely the delay, regardless of what was actually true, the delay is there to incentivize me to buy these efficient progress things, to buy the pebbles, to buy the character customization thing. So what I'm thinking is, if that microtransactions wasn't there, then I could have readjusted my character in minute 1 of playing the game, and I can fast travel wherever I want without worrying about resources. So that's the issue, and that's a logical issue, and that's a fair issue that a person can't complain. And I guess the issue, I guess that's that. I guess the issue where there's infighting between people is, I guess, the sentence, it doesn't really matter, you're gonna get the things anyway, it's not that big of a deal, is what they'd say. On one hand, sure, can be not big of a deal. But on the other hand, I mean, somebody says fuck you to me, it's not big of a deal, right? But, you know, fuck him as well. So yeah, it's more of an issue of, you're trying to fleece me. I mean, I can definitely not pay for you and not fleece, but because of this, and this is a fair reaction from someone who's pissed at this, is let's say if the game came out without any microtransactions, and let's say with the current system as they are, most people would give it, let's say there's no performance issues for now. Would give it like a 9, 8, 9, 10, whatever. But let's say because someone is pissed at these microtransaction stuff and because of how it affects the gameplay experience, regardless of the degree, let's say if they would have given it an 8, it would have become a 7. If they gave it an 8, if they gave the game a 9 score out of 10, it would have become an 8 or even a 7, so on and so forth, and that would be completely fair. Fair game. When you buy something, you're not judging the game itself. You're judging the game based as a product as a whole, what you've purchased, and what's surrounding it as well, from like what's on the store page in terms of marketing, what's being sold in terms of microtransactions, all of that stuff. So my experience playing the game, considering that another friend, let's say, is paying for stuff and he's progressing faster and he's having a better, let's say, a more lenient time playing the game, then yeah, I mean, fair game. So because I'm playing the game and there is something, and I finished the game, here's my thoughts on the game. Performance, pretty shit, especially on cities. Like I was most of the time playing at 30 FPS, where other games with even better visual quality, I would be getting 40, 50, 60, and even up to 100 FPS. I know CPU, AI companions, dynamic shit, don't care. Performance is bad, like regardless. It's not my issue that they couldn't optimize the AI thing. So that's out of the way. The microtransaction stuff sucks. So that's gonna knock the review down. In terms of the game itself, gameplay is very fun. World design is very great. Story, I mean, we're not talking Witcher 3 here, but you know, it's nice, like, oh, dragon, defeat the dragon, and all of that stuff. The story isn't really the main focus here, honestly, like, if I'm being honest. Like, the core, like, the fun factor of the game is in its gameplay. How it moves, how it looks, how you're traversing through the environment, how you're utilizing your companions, your pawns, and, like, fighting the big bosses, and, like, here's a cool story. So there's like a cart system where you like pay a guy 300 gold and you sit in the cart and you just like chill, lay back, and you can, there's a sleep button so you can like fast travel. Oh, that's another fast traveling mechanic. But yeah, you can get on the cart and just chill until you reach whatever the path this cart is on, and you reach said destination. You can press a button. I didn't know that at the time, but you can press a button to sleep, and then like maybe after like let's say 5 seconds, maybe 10, the screen will load back up again and it'll arrive at the destination or stopped midway because like some bandits attacked or some monster attacked. So at the time I didn't do the sleep thing because I wasn't aware of it. So like I sat in the cart is moving, so I just in real life opened my manga and started reading. It's like I'm on a bus ride reading something. Which is cool, it's kind of immersive in a way. And while I was reading my manga, and like the cart is moving, this giant ass griffin came and slammed into the cart, destroying it completely, and suddenly now it's a boss fight. And like I was trying to kill this griffin, and I couldn't kill it at the time because of my level and like equipment and stuff. I think I got it to half health at the time, and then I noticed that it's like running away. Like I saw it before, like it ran away. It just flies and just fucks off. So I said fuck it. I ran, I jumped, I hold on to it, and then it just flew. So I was riding on this griffin, escaping, flying across the map. My stamina like almost got depleted, so I let go. I fell. I'm on top of some mountain, looking at some valleys and mobs around me, and I'm like, fuck, how do I get back? What do I do? It was fucking amazing. Like the gameplay in this game and like how everything can be dynamic and stuff like that. That's just one example. The core fun of this game is the gameplay itself, and like you adventuring and trying to do whatever quest and just killing monsters and bosses. Like at one point you can just literally fight 3 or 4 bosses at the same time. You're like, I what do I do? It's fun. But yeah, the core quality of the game is in its gameplay. Aside from that, everything else is good, I guess. Not amazing, just good, which is fine. Like good is great. that's something. And yeah, you heard the issues. So with that said, I mean, if I would give it a score, I guess, if without the bad optimization and the issues with the saves and the microtransactions, if these things weren't around, I would probably give it like, I don't know, like an 8.5, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that number means, but yeah, let's go with 8.5. But because of there's these issues, I'd knock it to 7.5, I guess, because of all the issues I mentioned. And if I had to say, should you buy it right now? I'd say no, considering these issues. I mean, it's a $70 game, so I don't get it at like $40. 40 is a good number, and by that time, like the optimization issues would have been fixed. So I think that's a fair price for what you're getting. Yeah, $40 sounds right. So, what do you think? Don't forget, the enemy is Capcom here. They're doing the bad stuff. Don't fight with each other. There's no reason like that. The enemy is there. But yeah. Oh, another issue. I'm playing the game on Steam. I wanted to play it like because I have internet issues, or sometimes I don't want to connect to the internet my Steam. And this is an issue with Street Fighter as well, I think. If I don't launch the game when I'm online, a single player game, if I'm not online on Steam, or like there's no internet in my house, let's say, I cannot launch the game. It'll tell me you have to be online for the initial launch of the game. And this repeats every time there's an update for the game as well. So there's that. That's a very big negative as well in my eyes. Yeah, fuck it. Because of all the issues, the game is going to get a 7. Fuck it. Yeah, $40 sounds about right. But yeah, tell me what you think. Don't fight with each other. And see ya.